Hello everyone, it's me Dustin42 here, and welcome to the first video on this channel. And I apologise for any lag that this video may have because my computer isn't so good with recording and doing Minecraft at the same time. So I'm really sorry if you experience any lag, but hopefully as this is just a Redstone video, it should be a little bit manageable. If I was doing a survival games, then it is lagging for me, so it would be pretty impossible to play survival games and I would get instantly killed. Redstone, you may think is a very complicated subject and you may think that you really don't want to do it. It's just the kind of thing that would make your brain hurt, but everybody has to start somewhere. And when you see people like Sethbling who do a lot of good stuff with Redstone, it really is a cool, awesome aspect of Minecraft, and there are so many things you could do with it. So I'm going to stop waffling on, a bit like my cone, and start doing this video. And that was a very, very big lag spike there. I'm very sorry for that. So, this is the Redstone tab in the creative inventory, and when you first see this, you might be pretty overwhelmed and think, oh my god, what is all this? But I'm just going to say, don't worry, some of the stuff in here has actually got absolutely nothing to do with Redstone. For example, I've got no idea why fence gates are in here. I've got no idea why doors are in Redstone. I would expect doors and fence gates to be in decoration blocks, but probably because they can be activated by Redstone, they're here. But don't worry, everything in this creative inventory right here, everything in this menu is extremely simple. It will blow your mind. Apart from the comparator, they're a little bit more interesting, a little bit more in depth, but we'll get to them later. So, let's get started. The main things you will have in your Redstone toolkit are these items right here. Redstone dust. This is the main thing itself. This is what you will be placing on the ground to make your circuits. Now, think of redstone in Minecraft like electrical wiring in real life. In creative, you'll find everything in the creative inventory, but if you want to copy any of this in survival, to get redstone, you have to mine redstone ore. And you find redstone ore below level 12 or 13, around the same level as diamonds, but they are far more common than diamonds. And when I first started playing Minecraft, I got pretty annoyed at how many diamonds I would see. Sorry, pardon me. I got so annoyed at how much redstone I would see at levels where they were meant to be diamonds, and that really annoyed me. So yeah, when you walk over it, or when you hit it, it will light up. Of course, I'm in creative, so if I hit it, it will just break it instantly. But if you are in survival, if you walk on it or hit it, it will light up. If you crouch on it, it won't light up. But that is how you get redstone in survival. When you mine redstone ore, it will disintegrate into about 4 or 5 pieces of redstone dust. And you can use this in brewing, but we're going to be going over how you can use it in circuitry. So, redstone dust, when placed on the ground, doesn't take up a whole block. You can walk over it without actually going up or down. It doesn't change your Y level if you look in the F3 menu. Sorry for the lagometer, but if you can see there, it doesn't actually change my Y level. It's still at 56. If you look in at my coordinates, it's still there. Thank you, the lagometer's going away now. But it's still at Y equals 56 there. And when you first place it on the ground, it will just look like a dot. It will just look like a big round dot on the ground like that. And if you place redstone connecting it, if you place it in one direction, it will just make a line. If you place it like that, in all directions, it will make a sort of blob in the center connecting out to the 4 different blocks which you've placed it on. And you can make all sorts of configurations with this, like that. Break a hole in the middle, it'll be like that. And the circuitry is a little more complex than this, but hopefully you can get the idea of what redstone dust actually does and what it's for. You can also go up blocks. Redstone dust can also go up blocks like this, and it can also go down blocks. And if you place a block above it, it will cut off the transition. Now this doesn't work on the same level. If I placed a block here, it wouldn't stop the redstone going along. But if I placed a block above this piece of redstone, it wouldn't stop it connecting to this block here, but it would stop it going up. However, slabs do not break the redstone signal like that. Slabs, for whatever reason, they don't actually break the redstone signal, but of course, if you put another block on top of it, put another block on top of it like this, I'd rather not jump, then it will become a full block and break the signal. But single slabs don't actually interfere with the redstone signal. And if you want to stop it, you can place blocks above it to stop it going up and down blocks. The next item that you will go over in this video is the redstone torch. Now the redstone torch is a source of power. Like I said, you should think of redstone like circuitry in real life, like electricity. And as you will notice, when I place the redstone down, it's this very dark crimson red colour. But as soon as I put the redstone torch here, and the redstone torch isn't the same as a normal torch, it does give off light, just like a normal torch, but it doesn't give off as much. And a redstone torch will give off a redstone signal, which basically means it will power any redstone that is next to it and connected to it. And if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, you may notice that the brightness of the redstone is gradually getting less and less until here, where it's actually off. If redstone is emitting a particle effect like this, then it is powered. But you may be wondering, wait a second, why is this piece of redstone not powered? Well, the redstone torch is not a very powerful source of signal. It's a bit weak. It's like a monkey that has been clinging to the monkey bars all day, and its arms are a bit weak and tired, and needs to go home and rest. So a redstone torch will only provide enough signal for 15 blocks worth of redstone. Here, on the 15th block, this is the last block that will be powered by redstone, and the 16th block, which is this one, will not be powered. Now you may be thinking, well, I've seen people make redstone signals much longer than this. How did they manage to get the signal to go further than 15 blocks? Well, this is where the redstone repeater comes in. And the redstone repeater is a very useful piece of kit, because if you place it on the 16th block, it will repeat the signal and allow it to go on for another 15 blocks. So as you can see, a redstone repeater, if you place it facing in the direction of the line of redstone, it will repeat the current. However, redstone repeaters are a bit fussy. They won't work if you place them in the opposite direction, and this is another function of the repeater. The repeater is a little bit more complex in that it has many functions. The first function is to repeat a signal, but the second function is also it can block a signal. Now that's not as effective here because the signal is already stopped. But if I placed it here, for example, you can show it more effectively. It blocks the signal. So if you place a redstone repeater sort of facing, if you put it facing away from the torch, if you put it facing away from the source of power, then it will continue the signal along. But if you make it face the source of power, they'll have a bit of an argument, and it won't let the redstone signal go through. It'll be like you shall not pass if you watch Lord of the Rings. So that is the first function of the redstone repeater, and I'm sorry for my cheesy Gandalf impression there. I'm just I'm so sorry. But anyway, thank you for watching this video that is a simple introduction to redstone. And I know I haven't gone through much in this video, but I don't want to overwhelm you. This is the redstone repeater, this is redstone dust, and that is a redstone torch. These are the three main things you will be using in Minecraft to make current and signals and make machines like calculators and sorting systems. There is one last feature of the repeater that I'll go more into in later videos, but I'll give you a quick overview of now. If you right click on a repeater, you will notice that the torch that is behind there are two torches on the redstone repeater. There are two lights. The first light is sort of stuck, but if you right click the repeater, the second light will move along this track. And this is what brings me to the second function of the redstone repeater, in that it can delay signals. And you may be thinking, well, what does that mean? And like I said, I'll be going into it in more depth in later videos. But all it means is, if you provide a redstone, if you provide a circuit with some current, with a redstone signal, and you right click the repeater so that it is not in this position. In this position, it will not delay the circuit at all. In this position, if you provide the circuit with a source of power, it will not delay. The way I like to think of it is, if you put a redstone repeater into a signal, I like to think of it as splitting the signal in two halves, where the redstone repeater is the dividing line. On the first half of the line, in the first half, the signal is going to be instantaneous. The second you press the button or flick the lever, it will power the circuit. But the second half will not get powered until the redstone repeater lets the current through. And if you right click it once, it will delay it by a little bit. If you right click it twice, it will delay the signal even more. And if you right click it a third time, it will delay the signal even more still. So the more times you right click the repeater, the more delay you will give the circuit. And that's pretty much all I have to say today in this video, mostly because of the goddamn YouTube guidelines, which don't let me go further than 15 minutes, but also because I don't want to overwhelm you guys, and if I give you too much information in one video, it may put you off redstone, which I really don't want to do, because it is an amazing thing, and I hope this video has helped you a lot. So, redstone dust, which you get from mining redstone ore, can be placed on the ground to make like a wire. A redstone torch provides the redstone dust with a signal, and a redstone repeater can either repeat the signal, block the signal if you put it in the other direction, or, and again I apologise for lag, or it can repeat the signal and also delay it. And it delays it by a particular amount of time depending on how many times you right click the repeater. So that is your simple introduction to redstone, and I know that many people will not like this video because I'm going over things that are really noobish, but I just want to make sure that everybody who is watching this video has a basic concept of redstone. And if you think that this video is a little bit simple for you, or if you feel like you're more advanced than this, then I'm sorry, but you don't need to watch it, and I'll be putting out more advanced videos soon. But so this is going to be a series in which I recommend you watch each video one after the other, because if you skip to like episode 5 without watching 1 through 4, then you might not understand everything, because I may go over concepts which I haven't gone over, which you may not know, which I have gone over in previous videos, but because you haven't watched the videos, you won't know that I've gone over them. So thank you for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like, and if you want to see more of this stuff, including redstone videos, survival, factions, and survival games, then please do subscribe for more minty goodness in Minecraft. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!